Hello all, this is AlienButlerBlunders and I'm back today for some more figure videos. Today I'm talking about some of the figures which were produced for Primeval, which was a TV series that was broadcast on ITV from 2007 to 2011. I remember it being quite popular a good few years ago, and they had 5 series in total, which is quite a feat, I think. They produced a lot of figures for the TV series, and they bear a very strong resemblance to some of the Doctor Who figures, which were very popular and widespread in the early 2000s. I'm not sure of the exact company, but I know it was the same company that produced Doctor Who figures for the BBC. And looking at the figures, they are just quite excellent. They're very well detailed. There's quite a bit of articulation on them, though they're not superposable. They look best when they're just standing. Quite neutral figures. But anyway, this is Conor Temple, who was played by Andrew Lee Potts, who was a comic character and kind of a fan favourite. And next to him I have Abby Maitland, who was played by S Club 7's Hannah Spirit. And the figures I have here are from two toys, two different toys packages that were merchandised. One of them was Connor and the Future Predator. One of them was Abby and the Dodos, and there was also Rex that came with her, who was their flying pet lizard. But I've lost that. But anyway, so Abby's quite similar to Connor, as I've demonstrated. The most common figure for the series by far is Connor. I mean, I've seen that a lot secondhand. I had 1 year ago myself, but anyway, so it's nice to have Abby from the series, and the detail on the figure really is quite excellent. If you see on the boots there's loads of detail for the laces, and she's wearing like a pink t-shirt, tank top, and ripped jeans, and you can see the little detailed tears on the jeans. So to be honest, it is a really compelling and beautiful figure. I think these were merchandised about £10 or £15 a pack, so it was one character from the series and a creature along with them. And this was the most sought after, simply because the Future Predator is the most iconic creature from Primeval anyway. So yeah, talking about the Future Predator, this is a really, really excellent figure. So the Future Predator is a fictional animal, not based on a prehistoric animal like the rest of the creatures in the show, that appeared in series 1 as at the end, as the finale, as like the dramatic build-up of the series, as like a future superorganism that kind of comes through the anomalies and threatens the present day. And anyway, it is a beautiful figure. It has an excellent paint job. The coloration is even better than the appearance of the Future Predator in the TV series, which is just a simple grey. The figure's got lovely patterned beige blotches, a variety of different browns. It must have it has 3 different paint jobs on it. Oh, paying attention. There's a dark brown base, which is the same color as the plastic. There are darker highlights and there are lighter brown highlights. And it is a very, very beautiful figure. It's very posable as well. And so the Future Predator, if you're not too familiar with the series, was like a descendant of bats, and it become like an extremely large echolocating predator, super fast, super strong, and so it's like an eyeless creature, a bit like the xenomorph from Alien, and it made like a clicking sound as it would echolocate. In retrospect, it wouldn't really work because for air-living creatures to echolocate, they need to have very large ears. Like bats have very large ears and nose structures, and that it's supposed to have been given a melon, like cetaceans and so whales and dolphins have, which echolocate in the water, but that wouldn't work in air anyway. So as cool as it looks, and as disturbingly humanoid as it is, it's not it wouldn't actually be possible. But nonetheless, it is a very, very cool animal, and you can stand him up as well, if you can see there, in which case he's very, very tall. Anyway, but yeah, he's a very, very lovely figure. And finally, talking about the dodos, these were in an episode in one of the first series, and it's quite a cute looking animal, but it carried like a deadly parasite, like a worm, which kind of turned people into zombies, which is, I don't know, just some way of making it fearsome. But anyway, to be honest, it's quite a scientifically accurate dodo. To be honest, it's not too fat. It's got nice colorations, not just a faded grey. Yeah, it's very, very nice. There's a pair of them, as there were lots of dodos in the TV series anyway. Yeah, so they produced a huge range of creatures for Primeval. I remember I had one of the mermaid, the creatures from series 2. I forget the name of them now off the top of my head, but one of the future mer people, like the monstrous people with webbed feet. I've given that away now, but yeah, it was a similar size to this, and yeah. So look out for Primeval figures if you can. They're quite scarce now, and some of them go for quite a bit on eBay. From my experiences, all you really need as a casual fan is the Future Predator, which is an excellent figure, even if you're not too much of a fan of Future Armor. It's just an excellent, very iconic sci-fi creature. Yeah, so if you're interested in watching Primeval, I'd recommend the first 2 series, which were very, very, very good, very excellent. It went kind of downhill after that, I think. So they had 3 more series, and they just lost a lot of the cast. They lost a lot of money for budgeting, and although series 5 got a bit better, and had some interesting plots and interesting creatures, I felt like the only really good series are series 1 and 2. Yeah, so do check those out if you can, and also do pick up these Primeval figures if you can find them, because they are quite excellent. I'd rate the human figures about 8 or 9 out of 10. They really are very excellent, very lifelike. Excellent paint jobs, everything about them. And the creatures too are wonderful little creatures. So I'd say, again, the creatures are on average about 7 out of 10. But the Future Predator is so excellent, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. This is the early Series 1 variant, so it's got more colour. I know they produced some more Future Predators for Series 2, which were just a drab grey colour. So it's the early phase figures which are beautiful. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching my video today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So thank you for watching.